we're just gonna activate a new task after I mark it, and then we'll go do it. I was planning to do a different one, but I accidentally did that one without recording it. It was called Out of Nowhere. I took the P12 out there with a service trailer add-on, and I fixed it and hauled it out there. It didn't take long to get out there, and they gave us free access to their small warehouse. I had it already done before I noticed I wasn't recording, so we're gonna go do this one instead. I was saying it was the P12 that I used for that other task, but I was wrong. It was actually the BOAR that I used. The BOAR drives so well out here with a service frame on it. You just wouldn't believe it. I'm going to use it for another task so you guys can see. I could have brought the BOAR for this task, but I think since we're flipping over a giant grain truck, a P12, I think you probably need to bring the bus 420 for that. I'm not saying the BOAR couldn't have done it, but I know for a fact this thing can, and I didn't want to drive back out here. This thing can climb a tree. I did tow a heavy fuel tank with that BOAR quite easily. These are some tiny little skinny bridges out here that I'm probably going to have to skip across with this. That's mainly why I brought the Bus 420. I passed my turn. But anyways, those bridges aren't like normal bridges. It's just a couple boards laying across. But all the tiny little bridges show up on the map. The roads to get there don't. Those 420 can make quick work of about any little task. I'm just gonna have to go flip over a giant truck and haul it out. It should run once we flip it back over on its wheels. Only for the worthy. We have an emergency. There was a big crane truck we were expecting, and by big, I mean big. It was going to the warehouse, but it flipped on its way here and fell into the trench. Folks who tried to help couldn't even budget. Maybe you're the one who can do it. Okay, let's go assess the situation. I'm gonna mark the trip back. I'm gonna skip as many of those tiny bridges as I can. Let's go see what we need to do to flip over a P12 heavy crane. It's still laying downhill, so tipping it up probably wouldn't work. I'm gonna see how hard it would be to drag it. Have to back around those giant boulders so I don't get turtled. It's not gonna drag it. We're gonna have to pull it away from that bank. It's sliding. I think we might have slid it over enough to where it will stand up on its wheels. And that's how you do it. Now we just have to convoy in. I'm trying not to get turtled on these rocks while I'm getting down here to hook up. I'm starting its engine. Okay, let's get it in. Some of these turns might be a little bit tight. I probably need to bring it a little closer. seems like that B12 is struggling a little bit to get up that hill. Probably those anchors on the crane catching on everything. I guess we're gonna roll through most of this in top speed. Trench might be a little bit deep. We've got stumps. I gotta keep that crane anchor from getting hung in that stump. That should clear it. This spot's just a little bit rough. Oh no, here's one of those dangerous wooden bridges. I'm gonna swap winch sides and get that thing turned the right way. I don't like those big holes in the middle of these bridges. It's not real hard for a tire to slip off into one of those holes and you'll either be stuck or flipped over. We have it lined up straight. It shouldn't come off the edge. Beautiful. Now let's get out of here. This looks pretty tippy, but that truck that we're pulling is pretty tough. It can go over some rough terrain without tipping. As long as you keep the winch long enough to where it can make its turns properly, you don't have much trouble about that thing flipping. It just stays pretty much in the grooves that you're driving in. looks like we've made it. Task completed. Only for the worthy. You are one noble driver. I already thought we'd have to saw the crane in half, but you saved us all. You're welcome to use our workshop if y'all need it. Okay, we got a fuel station here now. That's pretty convenient. Okay, let's bag another one of these tasks. Strangest things. Okay, I'm gonna go get the BOAR as I promised. I'm gonna take it out for a spin. This is the truck I used to bring that white Western Star tanker out here, and it unlocked this new warehouse. Sometimes it's quicker to recover. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. That should get us there. It's drifting pretty good. This truck handles great with a service attachment. It makes a great service truck. I'm beating my tires up. I had to put it in high gear to tame it. It was beating the wheels off of it in auto. We're about to go into the swamp with this thing. I'm gonna see how far I can get through it in high gear. Let's grab some fuel out of this thing. That'll give us a little bit more range. I love the way this truck sounds. It sounds pretty tough. It bounces a lot in auto. This thing goes pretty good in high gear. I passed my turn a long time ago. We gotta turn around. enjoying the high gear and wasn't paying attention to my miles. This truck gets around extremely well off-road. This is going to be a tight squeeze. This is why they recommended doing this with a Scout, but we can use a winch to get around it. That's how you do it. We got it bouncing pretty high. It goes through here pretty good in high gear. I think we're almost there. Here we are. Oh, I hit a pole. Strangest things. Hey kid, I seen you're not from around here. It's good. My name is Carter. Something fishy is going on in this forest. I've seen a weird glow in the depth of the wood many a time. I think they're doing some prohibited experiments there. I've written down the coordinate of those places. You have to check them out. Okay, we're tracking it. It says a Scout is recommended. Okay, let's put some marks down. Let's see how that does. I just couldn't imagine driving a Scout through this mess unless it was a Colt 420. It's time for some diff locks. There are dead trees laying everywhere. I think we can get through the swamp pretty well with this thing. Probably won't have to ever worry about the water being too deep like I would with the Doug 420. I'm just going to take a quick look at the map. Okay, we're good. A dead tree limb stopped us. No, it wasn't a dead tree limb, just sunk up to the axles in mud. If you move slow enough with differential locks on, it'll dig right out of about anything. If we drove a conloaf down this road, it would be a long journey. A Don 71 would be even slower than the conloaf. I'll just take my chances with the BOAR. I think it's doing an outstanding job. I guess we have to run over a few trees. Here's one. It looks strange. Beating my truck up. I'm going to use that tree as a guardrail. I was almost too far away from that tree. I guess we need to keep swinging from the trees. That was a little bit extreme. I guess that's one reason they said it was recommended that I brought a scout. Diff locked. I'm stabbed up in the mud. I see what's going on now. I got those little trees wrapped around my axles. Let's lock it back in. This truck sounds a whole lot like the Caterpillar dump truck. Whoa, we hit a dead tree and it didn't break. It looks like that corner might be standing up a little bit too high. We might have to go down below it. It started rolling backwards pretty fast. Ooh, look at that. It's close to tipping. I'm pretty sure we did that the right way. It would have definitely tipped over if I would have tried to just turn around the corner. Let's get up the hill. As it turns out, the BOAR makes a pretty decent scout. I'm going to take a look at the map. It looks like it might be off the road a little bit. Number 2. These are just mushroom patches. Oh, I just destroyed my transmission. I forgot my differentials locked and I let them get too hot. I had engine, suspension, and gearbox damage. I hope this one isn't too far away. We're already down to 25 gallons. We're getting pretty low on fuel. If we don't get stuck or flipped over, we should be able to make it with what fuel we have. We're right on the mark. It looks like we just need to run over a few more trees and we'll be there. Task completed. Strangest things. Nothing unusual here, except for hundreds of huge mushrooms on the hills. You wonder how long they've been growing here. Carter left you the money in an envelope and vanished. Okay, let's see what we can do next. let's go activate classified. I just need to grab something out of the garage. The Zix 5368. I'm gonna mark a path. Wait, I have the TOS 420 sitting over here. I'll just use it. I'll just take this thing right back into the garage. We'll use it sometime, just not today. We have to go to the map. Oops, I went back to the BOAR. I have to remark that. Okay, now we're ready to roll. This might be a little bit faster than the BOAR was. At least I never have to stop to lock or unlock the diffs. And I can pretty much just keep the hammer down and not have to worry about it flipping. We have 8 wheels pulling, and this thing has a whole lot lower center of gravity than most of those trucks. I really don't want to flip on this bridge. It has a big hole right down the center of it. I think I'll just go around it. That worked out a lot better than what I had pictured in my head about crossing that bridge. We probably just found the only stump here. Classified. How'd you find me? Never mind. I think the government knows that I'm after them, so I had to move, but I can trust you. I had discovered paranormal activity again. Treetops mysteriously disappear at night in the spots I've marked. Please take a look at that place. It's activated. Okay, we're tracking it. Let's mark it. Let's give that a try. Someone's roof is in bad need of repair. I went right over that crazy bridge. I guess we have to go through the trees right here. I'm gonna go on around a little ways and look at it. It's getting dark, I'm changing the time. That helps a lot. It looks like we need to go in right here. This thing is full of stumps. I gotta hit that without getting hung up and then get out of here. This might be a tough task. That's one of them. Now I'm gonna have to winch myself back out of these stumps. Okay, we're loose. I was trying to back over top of the tree. It was camouflaged and I couldn't see it. I hope this ain't too deep. Fuel stop. Okay, we're topped off. That was a little rough. I just jumped across the crazy bridge. There are bridges all over this place. These roads fork off in every direction. I guess if all of those roads would show up on the map, it might make it too easy. They like to let us find the roads ourselves. We're right on it. We just have to go through the trees right here. This is number 2. It's another big patch of stump. Let's go find that last one. I destroyed that fence. Oh, that's a pole. The TUS 420 is making quick work of this task. It's right in here somewhere. I can just go right between the trees with this thing. It's right in front of us. Task completed. Classified. Why would anyone chop trees in the middle of the forest? And where did the chopped trees go? Carter vanished yet again, leaving behind an envelope.